Hello there, and welcome to my channel. My name is Gleeman. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I will be doing a breakdown of LouieVerse's stars. This one was quite an interesting undertaking for me because it touches into some more personal personal experiences of the writer and some of the cameos involved. In fact, most of the cameos involved, from what I know, are, are part of this emotional journey, let's say. But that being said, I will get us into the video. This breakdown will first be going over the visuals, and then I will go into the lyrics and then perform an analysis on the combination of both. Okay, let's get into it. So we're starting with performers of the arts. This sets us into an artistic frame of mind. We're here for the beauty that's about to be shown to us.
It's dark at the bottom of...
Then we see a seal, something shared between Lady Wasabi and Dot Pocket. The seal looks like it's leaving its pod, who are depicted in the background, and it is swimming into the dark.
the sea. Just remember.
Then we have a knight in a field of ownerless swords. So with these two scenes, we're given context to the beauty that we're seeing. What we're witnessing is loss and pain.
The stars still shine for both you and me. They say it will be fine.
So now we've been given the sort of trifecta of imagery. We see the beauty of the arts, we see loss and pain, and now we see the characters that make up the second theme of this video. That would be Lady Wasabi, Skybrows, and Feeblemine.
They say you just need some time, but we've both given it time.
So we return to the performers, a reminding that this is a depiction of beauty, that we're meant to find beauty in the pain and in the loss. One image here being of the performer breaking apart, but it's still beautiful to us.
And if they could understand the pain, maybe they'd say.
Then we see Milady's red veil self, She's on her knees and suffering, but her sword is still in hand. She hasn't given up the fight.
Ain't nothing instead. Maybe they could understand.
And here we see a large face, which could be a goddess in the red veil. She sheds a tear as she turns toward the lighthouse.
The tears can fill riverbeds, and that time can break you down.
We see more performers, more dancers, one of which her light is being snuffed out and turned to dust.
And turn you to dust, but we're
And here we see Dot Pocket with what at first looks like his seal version, but I don't think that's what it is. If you've seen my breakdown of our seal of approval, then you can guess who this seal represents.
still here because we must.
Then we have Milady ice skating. Something to note is the flame coming from her blades, flames despite the ice. So we have heat even in the cold environment.
I wish I could say that as I've aged.
We see a samurai who seems to be refining a molten rock into a burning cube. And Mama Brow's meditating.
The road has got gentler still, but every day feels like I'm climbing.
Then we have Milady and Skybrows.
Up an endless hill, and I see you up ahead, down on your knees. I can't take away your pain.
But I'll come back to these scenes after going over the lyrics.
But you can lean on me. And if they could understand the pain, maybe they'd say nothing instead. Maybe they could understand the tears can fill riverbeds, and that time can break you down and turn you.
We are then shown several more cameos. I think these particular cameos were chosen with great care, chosen in a twofold manner, but again, we'll cover that when we go over the lyrics.
Dust, but we're still here because we must. It's dark out now. Where have all the stars gone? Hope God can hear my prayer, can hear my song.
This scene of her sinking into the water reminds me quite a bit of her first video, Breathe, where in the lyrics she is seeking reprieve with just one breath, one moment of relief from being suffocated.
But sometimes it feels so.
Then we have the crown descending on Feeble Mind as he leads a militant group forward. Quite an authoritarian depiction, and one of enforcement.
So long, and I wish that I could be strong, but I'm not who I used to be. If they could understand
After Feeblemind, we are shown several rather aggressive depictions of Silas, Night Owl, Keen, Psychro, and Counter Int, with similar militant airs. And then we're given the picture of two figures. We don't see their faces, so we can presume that it's not necessary to understand who these figures are, but that they are looking from the outside at this city. This scene, I know that DJ has another verse in mind with this scene, but this scene actually speaks to me from another passage in Scripture. It's Hebrews 4:12 through 13. For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing the division of soul and of spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. No creature is hidden from his sight, but all are naked and exposed to the eyes of him to whom we must give account. And I think it's quite apropos for this video. Then we see Milady circled by the seal from the beginning of the video. Followed by scenes of a pod of seals. And ending with several of those seals wielding several different items, almost as if weapons, some of them being weapons. In our closing scenes, we have Skybrows surrounded by seals, staring up at a menacing dragon. We have Milady walking toward a clock, which starts to speed up in its winding, and a woman as part of a candle's flame. And finally, we finish by following a mother and a daughter as they walk to a sunset with flowers growing in their steps. So, those are the visuals that we've been given in this video. And just by my talking about us going over the lyrics, you probably have digested a few of the lyrics as I went over the visuals. but I just wanted to read the lyrics out because sometimes visuals and melody can sweep us away and cause us to lose focus on the words that are being said. So the first verse is, "It's dark at the bottom of the sea. Just remember the stars still shine. For both you and me, they say it will be fine. They say you just need some time. But we've both given it time." And then we go into the chorus. "And if they could understand the pain, they'd say nothing instead. Maybe they could understand the tears could fill the riverbeds. And time can break you down and turn you to dust. But we're still here because we must." Then we move on to verse 2. "I wish I could say that as I've aged, the road has got gentler still. But every day feels like I'm climbing up an endless hill. And I see you up ahead, down on your knees. I can't take away your pain, but you can lean on me." And then we go into the chorus, back into verse 3. "It's dark out now. Where have all the stars gone? Hope God can hear my prayer, can hear my song. But sometimes it feels so long. Wish that I could be strong. But I'm not who I used to be." And we have the final chorus. So, I believe we've been given two narratives, or at least two themes that run along side by side in this narrative. One is more personal, and it is also more broad, while the other is more specific to an event that happened in the Sky Bros. First is the theme of loss and grief, personal loss to Lady Wasabi and to the characters who appear within the video. Maybe not all of them, but many of the cameos, I believe, share in some deep pain and loss that Lady Wasabi was privy to. Second is the theme of the near loss of Skynet, the Discord server, at least as we knew it. Betrayals on several levels were happened and were depicted here, and this all needed to be overcome. All the while, the pod of Skybros seals banded together like never before. So hopping back into the video, we can watch it with those themes in mind, and I'll be stopping to give you some of my own analysis.
It's dark at the bottom of the sea.
So I think with this first glimpse, we see Lady Wasabi's personal loss with the seal leaving the pod. Since we see the seal later on swimming around her, this gives me the feeling that this is Louie, who she lost.
Just remember, the stars still shine for both you and me. They say
And we also see the three most affected by what happened in Skynet. We see Lady Wasabi walking away from the viewer. We see Sky Browse leaving a city, and we see Feeble Mind all alone.
say it will be fine. They say you just need some time, but we've both given it time.
And if they could understand the pain.
I think this shot with Milady speaks to both her pain from the loss of Louis and what she felt during the upheaval of Skynet.
Maybe they'd say nothing instead. Maybe they could understand that tears can fill riverbeds, and that time can break you down and turn you to dust, but we're still here.
So as I said, I believe this seal isn't Dot's seal self, and I think this depiction is the reason that he and Lady Wasabi are so taken with the seal imagery. And we see a depiction of something that they care for and that they lost, and that they want to keep close and treasure. So yeah, let's move on.
Here because we must.
I wish I could say that as I've aged, the road.
I wanted to pause here because the lyrics here are talking about wishing that as I've aged, the road has got gentler still. And I think it was quite appropriate to have Mama Browse here, because it harkens back to Sky Browse Gonna Be, where Mama Browse lyrics are the road will be rocky sometimes. It's a sort of promise, but also something to be hopeful, because sometimes leaves us with the element of it doesn't last. The pain doesn't last, and we will get through it as long as we push through it.
Road has got gentler still, but every day feels like I'm climbing up an endless hill. When I see you up ahead, down on your knees.
So we have the lyrics of Down on Your Knees. I see you up ahead, down on your knees, and I can't take away your pain, but you can lean on me. And we see Lady Wasabi and Sky Browse depicted as going down on their knees in defeat. And I think this is the depiction of the low point of that fateful weekend. when betrayals were felt the most, and everything felt like it was falling apart.
Can't take away your pain,
but you can lean on me. And if they could understand the pain, maybe they'd say nothing instead. Maybe they could understand that tears can fill riverbeds, and that time can break you down and turn you to dust. But we're still here because we must.
As for these cameos, I believe they share in both themes of loss and taking part in keeping the Sky Bros together when things seemed at their most grim. I know several of the cameos here. Lady Wasabi has talked with them before, and they do share in some personal loss recently, and they were also instrumental in keeping the Sky Bros together, whether that be through encouragement, through becoming admins, or even mods. So something that I've sort of alluded to in my videos is the need for meaning in a video. Cameos are all well and good, but I personally like intentionality to be had, and for each cameo to lend itself to the story that's being told. And I think Lady Wasabi has captured that very well in this video.
It's dark out now, where have all the stars gone? Hope God can hear my prayer, can hear my song.
but sometimes it feels.
And here we have the depiction of the tides turning, with Feeble Mind being crowned. He is being made admin of Skynet and returns in force with his new admins and mods.
Feel so long, and I wish that I could be strong, but I'm not who I used to be.
If they could understand
And here is the representation of what used to, or what is, what we consider the pod, a group of individuals during the turmoil that gathered in the midst of it, and they were able to keep that campfire and that spirit of the Sky Bros alive. Now, I'm unsure as to what exactly Milady was meaning by the dragon, the clock, and the candle. My guess would be that the dragon is a general depiction of those who seek to destroy the pod. And the clock and candle might represent how precious time is. Time is fleeting, and we must cherish those around us before time runs out. Which would fit nicely with the image of Lady Wasabi and her Louie. And here we have a message from Lady Wasabi. For those who wore pain quietly and still tried to create something beautiful. For the community that refused to break, remember, storms reveal what was built to last. And for you who try or who keep trying every day. So this breakdown, I was very hesitant to do after I started because of the personal nature of the video. I am glad that Lady Wasabi released it, and I did reach out to her to make sure that it was okay for me to do this sort of breakdown, and I had her blessing. So here I am. Anyway, I hope that I shed a little bit of light to those who didn't know some of the circumstances of the characters involved in Stars. And I hope that my breakdown has made the viewing of this video much more impactful than before. Anyway, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.